What's up, this is GM, and before I start, I want to tell you about TubeBuddy. In case you don't know, TubeBuddy is a free website that will help you manage and grow your YouTube channel. Thanks to them, some of my videos even show up as top results. Want to give them a try? Check the description below for the link. Today's product is NPET's K10 mechanical feeling keyboard. So in the box we have the keyboard itself, a keycap removal tool, we have a manual that is in a couple different languages, and now I am going to go over some general info, then go into my thoughts on the product itself. So, it is UV coated and injection laser carving ABS keycaps to prevent the letters from fading. It's made from a steel base plate to prevent deforming. It has 4 color backlights, which I will show later, 26 key anti-ghosting, 104 total keys. It's water resistant, automatic power saving mode when it turns off after about 10 minutes of inactivation, and it's mechanical feeling. It's 439 millimeters by 134 millimeters by 35 millimeters, which is 17.3 by 5.3 by 1.4 inches. It weighs around 2 pounds, and it works on Windows and Macs. I'm assuming it also works on PS4, but don't quote me on that. I'd recommend contacting the seller just to be sure. Alright, so I usually like to start by showing the bottom of these keyboards. So let's take a look at that. Alright, as you can see, we've got about 5 rubber pads in the corners, as well as one down here in the middle. It is slightly elevated here, has 2 kickstands. As you can see, the kickstands do not have any rubber though. And I'll try to put it at a slight angle so you can see the elevation that's right here. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick sound test. I'm going to first lightly tap on the keys to see the wobble and just the sound it makes from that, and then I will do it again by pressing fully. So let's start with just light taps. So you probably could tell that the spacebar does have a little bit more of a sound than the rest, and they do have a slight bit of sound when you just lightly tap. Now I'm going to go ahead and full press on a few keys. So as you can see, it does make a little bit of noise, which is, personally, I prefer having a little bit of noise. Some people prefer completely soundproof, but you know, that's your own opinion, honestly. I think it has a very good sound level. It isn't extremely clicky, so it won't get very annoying, but it isn't completely silent, so you do get a little bit of the sound that personally I like to hear when playing games. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove a key. So usually I would use a keycap removal tool, but I don't really like using keycap removal tools because these type usually leave a bit of a mark on the side of the caps. So I'm just going to pull one off with my hand. As you can see, it comes off very easily, and then I'm just going to push it back into place. There we go. See, no issues there. Of course, for some of the middle keys, you're going to have to use a keycap removal tool, but keep in mind sometimes it can leave a bit of a mark on the sides. Luckily, since this keyboard is white, it probably won't be as noticeable as if it was a black keyboard. At least that's how it has been in my experiences in the past. So now I'm going to go ahead and plug it in so you can see the lighting effects. Alright, so I went ahead and turned it on. I have a lot of light coming in the room, but as you can see, it still has a very bright backlight. So, I like to first show the sides to see how much light is coming out from the sides. It does have a decent amount spilling out, which is nice for illuminating the side panel a little bit when it is very dark. So you can change the lighting by pressing the on-off button. So up here we have the button. It might be a little hard to read, but it says LED and has a little sun symbol. So I'll go ahead and show you all the different lighting. So then here's the second one. It has a blue, red, green with a little bit of orange, yellow. So it's a gradual transition. You can see the purple a little bit here. This next one is a light blue going into purple, going into yellowish green. And then we have off, and then back to the first one, which was green, blue, kind of purple, and reddish pink over here. So you can also change this into a breathing mode by pressing function and then the LED mode. And now it will just breathe through all of the color schemes, as you can see it doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. So to stop it, you just press the LED button and switch it to whichever color you wanted. You can change the brightness by pressing function page up or function page down. So you cannot do this for the breathing mode, but you can do it for the static modes. So you can see it has 3 brightness levels and then on or off. I did try this on a few games, mostly Valorant, CSGO, and Warzone. It fared well, however, I always recommend a mechanical keyboard if you can afford one. If you cannot, this is pretty good for a mechanical feeling keyboard. I definitely felt like it did a really good job during the games. I also like the overall look of it. I really like white keyboards. There's something about them. Maybe it's because I don't see as many of them lately. Most of the keyboards I see are black keyboards with the lighting effects, but I personally prefer the white keyboard with the lighting effects because I guess it's a little different. You don't see it as often, and I think the lights show up a little bit better on them. That's it for this video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any comments, leave it in the comments below. Also, the link to this product is in the description below as well. Thank you for joining me.